So the idea of emotional heartbreak has come up for the last couple of weeks with a couple of people. So thought I would dive into that very quickly here. Understand that the majority of heartbreak really is more like an ego break than it is true like heartbreak. It doesn't mean that you don't feel something in your heart that feels like it's being torn apart, but chances are it's attachment, not love. Because if it was true unconditional love, that never goes away. That doesn't mean that you don't feel the drain of disconnecting from somebody that you've connected with for a long period of time. And also maybe even feeling whatever they're going through might be something that you're picking up because of the amount of energy there. They may have been attached to you as well. And even though it might be the best thing that they feel they need to do in order to move on, to heal themselves, to look at something different, or to get whatever other needs met externally, by separating that from you, it could be really a challenging thing that you are also picking up. But generally, when we're feeling negative emotion around a breakup, it's because we've attached ourselves to somebody else. It is likely that we've become part of, or part of our identities become attached to this other person. Like, this is my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my lover. And so when we claim something as ours, when it's gone, it creates pain and suffering, because it's like losing an arm or a hand or anything. You've lost a part of how you saw yourself. And the other part of this is understanding that when we look at something else as the thing that creates the feeling that we're feeling, meaning I'm looking at my lover and I feel love, they must be the source of my love. So when they're gone, they took away your source of love. The reality is love was always inside you. So it's really up to you now to get back to understanding where that is. And the only way to do that is to start to first accept the fact that love is yours. It is in you. It is what you chose to allow to happen. This person met enough of your criteria and the path of least resistance for you to share it and allow it, but also to receive it from another person. And that feels really good. But if you don't know how to do it on your own, that might be where you need to start investigating that. So if you're heartbroken, you're already there, you're in it. So it's hard to become detached. It's almost impossible to detach yourself at this point. So you really have to go in and allow yourself to experience the pain and suffering that is there. So it could be painful to break up with somebody, to pull that energy apart, but it doesn't have to be suffering. Suffering comes from some sort of insecurity that you have about your, and that's usually wrapped around your inability to love yourself and to allow love to be present in your day-to-day life. So whatever is the source of your focus, when you're focusing on being in a relationship that feels negative, whatever is there, allow that to be there and focus on the tension there. Sometimes the emotion might need to be expressed in the sense that it might need to come out as anger or sadness. It might need to just be expressed, and allow yourself the freedom to do that. Breath also helps, like breathing deep into that. But ultimately, your goal here is to allow that experience to happen, to go through it. As you go through it, and this may be the reason why you brought this person into your life, is to learn something. And the thing that you might want to keep your eye on is learning about who you are. Beyond this person, can you really know who you are? Because chances are you identified yourself through this person. Now that this person's gone, it's an opportunity for you to discover yourself. It sucks to go through that, but it's these things that are showing up in our lives that help us become more than we would have had we not had those experiences. So it's an opportunity for you to dig in and to experience the pain, which is probably really old stuff, to allow it to go, and to come out the other side understanding a greater level of your own self, and to be able to provide the love that you were looking for from somebody else on your own. And that starts with simply being present with the pain that you have, giving yourself that present awareness. That's where love starts, is feeling the pain. Giving your attention to it is giving yourself love, giving that part of you that is in pain and suffering the attention that it requires. Probably the same attention that you wanted when you were a kid, when you were hurting and your parents probably sent you to your room. So give yourself the attention that you deserve now. Allow the emotions to come up and keep going through this until you feel healed. It may take some time, but understand it is worth it, because learning about yourself is the greatest gift that you could ever give yourself. Thanks for watching.